This is Fabled Charisma, and today we are reviewing some D&D Beyond homebrew items in the theme of like a healer's best tool. Up first, we have the Flute of Revival.
All right, I chose the Flute of Revival. It is a legendary magic item that allows the user to come back from the dead a total of 10 different times. Dying of old
Damn.
age does not count, so if you die from old age, you die forever. The
You're
flute
done.
also allows you to heal any person around you to complete health, and you can revive 3 separate people from death once. Now, what I think is cool about this is the way you obtain it. So, in order to use the Flute of Revival, you must form a pact with the ancient god of healing, Revival, thus the name Revival's Flute, or more commonly known as the Flute of Revival. The requirement for using this tool is that you must live for 5 years with nothing but basic clothing and no money. If you
Wow.
can prove that you have the ability to survive on your own, then you can use this tool.
Wow. You gotta
Okay.
You
really
gotta
work
prove
for
it. You
it.
gotta prove it.
You gotta
But
work for
it's
it.
pretty cool. It's a pretty cool item.
Did total of 10 times? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like, man, that's OP, but you gotta fucking work for it.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
gotta
5
do a lot.
years.
Five years, no money, just basic clothing, and you have to be able to survive off that.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Wow.
make you immortal though, because you'll keep aging.
No,
But once you die
you
of old
keep
age,
aging.
you're done. Like
Yep.
You
that's
can
it.
just do a lot of
But
crazy shit in
you
between.
pretty much
Yeah,
you pretty much know that you get to live a full life,
Yeah.
which
absolutely.
I think that's pretty
You're
cool. And
guaranteed that, yeah.
you can heal any person around you to complete health with it, and you can revive 3 separate people
Wow.
from death
That is
once.
crazy.
I think
Awesome.
that's pretty cool, right?
Okay.
The flute, do you play the flute to get it to work?
So
Or is it flute like as in is it flute like instrument?
It's spelt like that.
That's yeah, I was like, is
yeah,
that
so in this, it's actually a ring. So I don't know why it says flute, but
Maybe it has a flute
respect?
on the ring. It's a little tiny
the
flute on the edge
The
of the
world's
ring,
smallest
and you
flute.
gotta.
world's smallest flute.
But hold on.
Then you gotta just.
That'd
A
be
little.
funny. That'd be so funny. Wow. Okay. Well, next up we'll do the Ancient Pain of Healing +1, my item. I feel like I might have went for something a little bit more balanced. But,
You said a healer's best item,
yeah, no,
so
you're
I was
right.
trying to
You're
find the
right. You're
best.
right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's a club, and it requires attunement by a bard, cleric, or druid. This pan has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expand one or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells from it, using your spell save DC and spellcasting ability modifier: Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, and Mass Cure Wounds. The pan regains 1d6 plus 4 expanded charges daily at dawn, and if you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the pan vanishes in a flash of light, lost forever. You have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. If you score a natural 20 with this weapon as a melee attack, the target must make a DC 15 con save or be knocked prone for 1 round. Once per round, if you are hit by a ranged attack, magic or otherwise, roll a d20. On a 20, the spell deflects off the frying pan and it takes no effect. Proficiency with a mace
Wow.
allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it. Proficiency with a club does the same. I just kind of thought it was funny because it made me think of PUBG. Like,
Dude, same. I was thinking the
Yeah.
exact same fucking thing.
and I kind of thought of it. I was
I
like,
remember that.
what's a complicated issue a healer might have in the battlefield, and it's trying to heal somebody while not also getting hit.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That's like a
something funny would be like you're healing somebody and you're like, bah! And you bat away the spell and
Like,
continue
bat
healing
away the
them.
spell.
So
Not
yeah,
now.
and then being
that's
able
a
to have cure wounds, lesser restoration, and mass cure wounds as charges, and not having to expand a spell slot to do it, I was like, okay,
I mean, that's pretty fucking good.
yeah,
That seems like a perfect weapon for a paladin. Like
That's fair. They
yeah,
have
healing
proficiency with
and
maces.
melee. Yeah, like that's perfect.
Yeah, paladins and clerics be all over that.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty
Next up, we have the Staff of Tasty Healing.
cool.
All right, so this one's a lot like the pan. When you're reading, I was like, wait.
He said, "Well, damn it."
You just
All right, so the staff of Tasty Healing. This staff has 6 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells. Using the spell's save DC and the spellcasting ability modifier. Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, and the Mass Cure Wounds. You may expand a charge to make a weapon attack healing for the damage effect plus your spell proficiency modifier. This effect is triggered via the verbal command Healing Boop.
Healing boop.
Healing boop.
Boop.
The staff
You are healed.
regains. Yeah, this bippity boppity healing boop. Regains a 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff vanishes in a flash of light and lasts
Sounds
forever.
familiar.
Right?
I wonder if somebody made both of these.
That's what I was thinking.
Like it's the same creator.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or alternatively, which one was made first and who's the fucking
Nope,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
creators.
Who's
Different
the
creators.
thief?
Oh
Mhm.
wow.
Mm.
The staff increases all healing rolls by 1 die while equipped with both hands. Upon healing with this staff, you have a 50% chance to summon a tasty tea cake at the target of your choice within 60 feet. Every time this is triggered, everyone can hear the words, "Looks like you can have your cake and eat it too."
Oh my god.
Proficiency with a quarterstaff allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack rolls for any attack you make with it.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Badass.
All right. And then we have the AP Hyper Healer.
Oh,
That's
wow.
me.
Sounds
Obviously.
badass.
So there's some stuff in here that I think is some lore. Do any of you know what AP means, or is that like a homebrew's thing? Because
No,
I
it's like
think
an
it might be
RPG thing.
what?
Attribute points.
Ability points, yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. It just the way it was like written. I don't know if this was like based off lore from a homebrew campaign, but besides the point, the AP Hyper Healer is a common item that can be found in almost any region. The auto healer is a large metallic tube with a thin, clear line revealing a strange red liquid inside of it. At its base, a thin hole can be found with a large needle buried inside of it. When used on a person, the needle will rapidly pump the red fluid inside of the person, causing them to rapidly heal. You shoot it at them, and it just pumps into them. After use, the device will take time to recharge, but overall it is an infinite source of well-needed medicine. To level this item up, the player may visit AP technology centers or specialty shops.
So I'm
If
pretty
you
sure the
are-
AP Technology Center thing might be just a homebrew, like.
Yeah, that
thing, but
might
yeah.
be. But if you go down to just how far this can go with levels, I'm just going to go
Wow.
down to level
My
10.
God.
You have at the maxed out hyper healer is a 4d6 plus 20 healing, 8 uses, and a recharge 1 time a day.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You can heal
Alright.
fucking anything.
8
You're
uses
good.
per day? Oh my god.
You're never losing a battle.
Buy potions,
that-
you're not needed.
It looks like you have 7 uses starting at level 7, 6 at
Mhm.
level 6.
You even start out, it's a 1d4 plus 2 with 3 uses, which is still pretty helpful, like on
That's-
its own.
Yeah.
And then it gets so OP at the bottom, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just that 20 and would be enough for level 10. Like, hey, here's
Seriously.
20 hit. I can do it 8 times a day.
I mean, that's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, if I was a healer, I'd keep that shit on.
AP
If you-
Hyper Healer is so fucking broken.
That's the best healing item right there. I win, guys.
So, gang, let's all take a vote on what we think is the best, tool for a healer. Obviously, there's the super broken, but something
Very.
that might, realistically be on like a healer's tool belt.
All right.
I do like the brokenness though. I always think it's funny when there's like.
It's-
I always think it's funny when one of us has like a super broken item, like in the
Yeah,
lineup.
it's,
And you're stabbed with a needle. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
this
it's
isn't just like
literally- it's
cast.
so intense.
It's like
It's not like
it's
you
like
cast,
a
it's-
sim in like in like Warzone or Apex.
It
You're just like
Yeah, it's like a dart gun of healing. It's too much.
Okay, so Flute of Revival. Everybody can do. Well, let's do one vote. All right.
Ooh.
So Flute of Revival.
I
It's
like
the
that one.
ring and you can be revived 10 times.
I
love
like that one a
shit.
lot.
Oh
That's a
shit!
good one.
Okay,
Okay.
Fleet of
I
That-
Revivals
I think
added to
that
the
is so cool.
collection. That one wins. All right. So yeah, this is Fabled Charisma, and this is some D&D homebrew items that we wanted to look at. Best tool for a healer. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.